You are listening to Drop Tent Media Network.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call of Us, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to another fucking sweet week in the cult. My name's Neil Wood, and I'm your Pope. I'm pretty spectacular. Let's bring in that goddamn shitty co-host of mine, the fucking terrible president he is. Here it is, President Adam Nutter, slipping in duties, kicked off of everything.
Not everything, just Twitter, and it's unjust. And I will hope Hell Rainfire brings upon their fucking headquarters in San Francisco.
Tears for Adam is what we're doing. Guys, I'm going to cut right to it because we got to do a prayer, and then because we got some sweet guests today. All right. One, Shannon Lee from The Thing Is podcast.
Check it out. Yeah, blowing out smoke.
I know. I always do that. It's
fine. And of course, Mike Figs from Young Girls.
Yeah, there he is. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much. We can tell whose background was more thought out. I'll give you that.
Shannon has a nice fireplace. Or Figs, who looks like he's in a back rental office in like a fucking security booth.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see my Pokemon cards there. Sorry about that.
Is that a Charizard?
It's a Lugia.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I like how Shannon is in a OnlyFans facility. He looks like it's your webcam studio. I love it.
I love it.
Just good. Without all the money that comes along with it.
Yeah, I know. I say this all the time. If I was a hot chick, I would fucking crush OnlyFans.
You mentioned
if I had less morals, I just wish I had like no morals, and I feel like I could maybe take a real stab at it.
You know what I mean?
Shannon got the fireplace on the Vizio TV. I love it.
From your labia majora to God's ears. You know what I mean? Right. That's all I need is just a little less
morals.
And I would be I'd be so making so much money. Show my butthole. I don't care. Mom, I know you watch, so I just let you know it's like a thin line between me and just going OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's true. I'm almost at the point where I'm like, you know what? Maybe chicks will want to see my dick and other dudes. I don't know. Like, where are we getting at this point?
The dudes pay more.
Yeah. The fact that you even care which one is hilarious to me. I have long since thought about this. We're like, oh, I don't give a shit who's checking it out back there. I don't care. Or up front. What's going on? Oh, sorry. Hey, what's up? Cult of Us. Perfect intro. We nailed the intro perfectly. Quick prayer. This is gonna be quick because we have
to do our daily cult prayer because we are a cult.
Sorry, everyone. We're gonna grab each other's Jennies spiritually.
You have to grab our dicks
spiritually. We're gonna hold.
It's not weird though. Don't make
Jennies.
it weird.
We're grabbing Jennies. Whatever it is.
It's nothing to do with God, Figs. This is a separate from God. Okay, we're an independent.
Should I take this off? Should I take it off?
I would. It's gonna burn.
Stab myself with it? Should I draw blood?
Burn. It's gonna burn on your chest and scar you.
Tell me what to do, Manson.
This is an add-on. This is an add-on to Jesus. This is an extra thing. This is like an upgrade.
We're like his mercenaries.
DLC. This is downloadable content.
Yeah. We're like his mercenaries. We do his bidding.
No big deal.
We don't, but I'll say whatever to make you pray with us.
I'm just gonna reach down. I'm gonna grab Mike's, and then I'm gonna grab Adam's, and then you guys can figure out who's gonna be canceled for grabbing Shannon. So, okay, cool.
Yeah, I guess I gotta do Shannon.
All right, blessed be. Serious up. This
is a serious prayer, Mike. Shut up.
Sorry.
Serious. I love the vaping in the background. It's perfect.
I'm sorry, did you hear it? I thought I was going to...
You throw the vape, it's just like
someone's
it adds ambiance. There's a cat tail. Dude, we just summon a cat? That's so cool.
Just the tail.
Shannon's just
this is some satanic shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Here we go.
devil cat popped up.
Bless Mike and Shannon. Boom. Nailed it. Okay, into the podcast. Here we go. We're keeping it.
We're so good. Our prayer's so good.
Thank you for letting me grab your Jennies virtually. I appreciate it very much.
Shannon, I do want to ask you this. How I don't know if Neil, if you know this, but Shannon and her co-host Matt, they just went up and was New York. New York.
Between the Catskills and the Poconos, apparently, is where it was.
Okay.
They went up there to a haunted house with our very own Ryan Shaner and Brian Six.
Oh yes, that had to be fun.
And they spent a whole night there, and I'm assuming spooky stuff happened.
Of course, spooky stuff happened. I will say, I mean, obviously, I don't want to give too much away, but I think I had more fun on this overnight ghost hunt than I did on the last 2 vacations that I went on.
Really?
Wow.
We had a
I'm telling
we had a,
Lewis.
we had a that
So
wasn't last
Jamaica's
2.
not as nice. Wow.
That wasn't last 2. But we had a great time. The location that we were at was just like this giant like 12-bedroom mansion on this like sprawling estate. There was a cemetery on the grounds also. We had some ghost hunting equipment. We did some speaking out to them. It was definitely a memorable experience.
Is that the Instagram shot of Shaner laying on the ground and you sitting in the chair? Yeah. Go take this shot. You could tell there's fun being had. Shaner's like dick up, like, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, what's happening?
Without giving too much away, would you say it was more than you expected?
So no, but this particular place is like no one's had dark experiences there. Like this was kind
No
of
black
like
guys got it.
Yes, also that. I mean, this is like upstate New York.
In a white neighborhood. Interesting.
Very, yes. And but it was there was I feel like this was a good like intro into our ghost hunting. Next time I want it to be a darker, scarier place. This place had a really good, happy energy. There was no tragedies that happened there in the past. So everything that happened wasn't like with anything like us, like scary or terrifying behind it. It was all good intention, I feel like.
I feel like the darker ones are way more fun though. I feel like you're way more on it. Like I want you to walk into a place and tour guide's like, this was the guy's rape fuck dungeon, and there's like 30,000 dead bodies. Like that's
2
gonna be
bathrooms, great kitchen.
Yeah, but good view, good scenery. You look over the horizon.
Yeah, what do you mean it was a happy place? Like were the ghosts from natural causes? Like
He just
what do you
died
mean?
from old
Like,
age and surrounded
yeah,
by
just
their family
like
and loved
happy
ones.
whites.
Actually,
Couple
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The people that died in there did die from natural causes. There's no like murder. There's no terrible stuff. The places that we are looking into for upcoming events, which looks like originally I was going to change out the people that we did it with, like different like podcast duos or whatever. But Six and Shaner after this one said, you can't do this with anybody else. We have to all do this together. But we're looking at like either prisons or like Gettysburg, like a place where crazy shit happened.
I'd say Getty, because like we have like Eastern State Penitentiary out here, and that's like so touristy though. Like I right? Neil, have you been there?
Both the people that go in that are alive and dead. I'll say the ghosts are boring. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's so touristy. It's sad. Tourists have died in there. They become the ghosts. You see them all the time.
It's a cycle.
It's a nightmare.
But like those places I feel like are fucking just like lame. I want to go to like one off the beaten path like no one knows about. You're like all those like famous ones, like all like the tour guide list. It's like I don't know what's going on there.
I need a
Yeah,
little.
the ghosts are tired. You know, the ghosts are like, here we go again. All right.
Adam,
You know?
typical is just like I need like a B&B that's like small niche ghost place. That's kind of what I'm into.
Yeah, you know me well. I want to be wined and dined and scared properly.
I want to go somewhere with shuffleboard. I want to be able to play shuffleboard and
You know what I mean? It'd be fun, like loose but tight. I want to meet people, but have our alone time, see some ghosts, like just something versatile, very dynamic. You know, that's what I like.
All of my experiences, which I told you on your podcast, Shannon. Neil doesn't believe I saw any of those things. So Neil's very much of what's the word? A bummer. He's a bummer and a wet blanket, and someone call him a cunt. That's just not me, but others. So I'm just saying.
Interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't believe I saw the UFO thing. 2 of them. He doesn't believe the creature I saw outside the pop-in. Doesn't believe any of that. He's a bummer. So he would hate going with you.
So Neil, are you 100% skeptic, or do you just think that Adam is full of shit?
Can't both be true.
Yeah, both.
No, it's because I went searching. I was the guy who just like you, Shannon, where I was like, when I was young, I would stay. We were on the grounds of the asylum in Aunt Cora in New Jersey. I stayed overnight in like abandoned places where terrible stuff had happened. So I think Adam, though, along with his copious amounts of what used to be weed, I know he's taking a month off, but he'd be heavily doped up, seeing stuff out of the side of his eyes constantly. And then he's like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I'm just like, dude, why don't you chill out, bro? Just maybe lessen up a little bit. So I was like, maybe you didn't see Bigfoot. Adam, sorry. I apologize.
I saw the cat thing outside the pop-in, whatever that was. Okay,
it was likely a cat.
It wasn't a cat. It wasn't a cat. It had a mouser head from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It wasn't a cat.
Uh-huh.
See, this is what I deal with.
It's probably a possum, dude. I saw
It
a
wasn't
possum.
a possum.
Once.
I know what
It's
a
a
possum
possum.
looks like, Figs. I'll fight you. It wasn't a possum.
Sounds like a possum, guy. Sounds like a possum, dude.
God, oh, that next T-shirt. That's the T-shirt I want. Sounds like a possum. Guy.
I don't
That's
want to
kinda-
believe it. I don't want to
Listen,
believe
all right,
that stuff.
all right.
man.
First of all,
Oh,
You're
now I'm
not
gonna
really
retell the story.
selling it. You're not
Adam,
really
hold on.
selling
No,
it,
no.
Adam.
Yeah,
I don't
Adam,
wanna believe it, dude.
stop
It's
all that, 'cause
crazy.
No, because I'm interested in Mike. Mike, you're just like, I don't. If it does exist,
Yeah.
I don't. I push it out.
I don't need it. I have enough obstacles in my
Interesting.
life. I live in the Bronx. I
Oh,
don't
just
need
goes obstacles.
Yeah, I don't need fucking ghosts and ghouls. You know, I'll tell you. Here's my biggest fear is that I wake up and I see Jesus. That's one of my biggest
That's
fears.
great. That's
But
a
wouldn't you
great
want that
That's
experience.
as a-
terrifying. Just in
No,
the
but that
corner,
means you
just
made it.
Jesus staring at you.
Yeah,
It's
dead Jew
scary.
zombie would freak me out too.
Dead
dude.
Jew
That'd
zombie
be-
would freak me
Jesus or
out.
Michael Jackson. Like, imagine you walk in a room and you saw Michael Jackson, like ghoul Mike.
Right.
That's terrifying. I would be if a robber came around.
White
I'd
or
fight.
black Michael Jackson? Be
Good
honest.
question.
Right now.
It's gonna be White Jackson.
Okay,
Black
well, I don't want
Jackson's
that one.
Black
That one's
Jackson's
scary.
cool. I like Black Jackson.
Yeah, everyone does.
He's a good
Terrifying.
kid. Little abuse. That's all.
The
He's
white
getting
one,
hit
I
by
wanna
his
say.
dad. So,
Yeah. And
White
then-
Jackson is creepy.
Well, got into some weird kid stuff at the end there.
I'm 6'5", 200 pounds, and I'm like, no, no, I don't want that. Waking up to that. Ugh.
Fig, do you have
Scary
any,
smooth. What?
you've had no ghost experiences ever, or any like type of paranormal thing?
I have some weird memories as a kid, but I think I was just a stupid kid. One time I felt like I saw a ghost with chains walk out of my bedroom. And then I blinked my eyes and it was gone. But I think I just saw like fucking the Christmas Story or something, and I was just a stupid kid and I had too much high C. So this is what I do.
Right.
I persuade myself,
high
I convince
C.
myself that it's BS. So now my wife is Dominican witch. She believes in all that stuff. She's like, do not deny it. It's real. You got to respect it. Me, I will try to come up with a scientific reason why it's bullshit.
You and Neil suck.
Shannon,
gonna
where
go-
are you at? Are you someone, since you're asking if I'm skeptical, are you a skeptic coming at it, or are you someone who's like channeling and shit? What is your thoughts on it?
I would say probably like right down the middle. But I'm the opposite of Figs, where like I want to believe and I want evidence. And it doesn't even have to be
Scully
if I go into some place and I don't need to have a like video of a full-bodied apparition. It's just if I feel something is there for real, where afterwards I'm like, no, I know I felt something. I'm good. I'm good to just have that. I'm sorry, my cats are fighting.
Oh.
But that's all mental. That's like what Nutter is saying. Like that's like you
Yeah.
can
No,
just be on
that's
some
a
drugs.
physical. No, but I don't do drugs.
That could be the
but-
vape pen, too much CBD line or whatever the fuck, you know.
No,
Too
I,
much CBD.
also like, okay, so no, because I don't want to bum this podcast out, but like I did tons of research when I was, because I know it
There
sucks.
we
Oh,
go.
Adam, I
Tell
hate.
him,
I
Neil.
know.
Tell him,
So-
Neil deGrasse
No.
Tyson.
Yeah,
Tell
it made, right. Thank you. It made so much sense because I remember like you can do this easily. Just go into a dark room and you'll just a pitch black room. You'll immediately feel responses. You can have light outside the other room. Just sit in a black room.
You're gonna
that
freak
not
yourself
sure about.
out.
Yeah, you'll freak yourself out super easily, and it's
Mhm.
it's all the steps of it are like diagnosed in terms of how the human response is. And Adam knows this. Adam knows the two things that people are.
I
scared
saw a
of.
cat thing.
I know.
All right.
you did.
I saw the cat thing.
I know
Listen,
you did.
Figs.
bud. And I
listen
let
to
you
me.
I
believe it,
started
and
my
that's
career
great.
in a black room.
No, and look, he's so
Shut up.
strong
Hey,
now.
look at me now.
Look at you now.
I'm in my closet podcasting with PlayStation 1 headphones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doing all right.
Listen, we were outside. We run this monthly show out in Chalfont, Pennsylvania. It's like a suburb of Philly. Okay, we were all outside. It is. We were all. It's in Bucks County. Whatever. We were all outside. Okay. After the show, everybody was having a good time. Everybody was smoking, and then I was looking down the block, and I saw this fucking thing, and it was like cat size, but it's okay. Do you remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Remember Dr. Baxter? Fuck, I'm gonna look it up. Fuck you guys. God damn it. Mousers. I had to look it up on Channel Show. Mousers
rat
from
guy,
fucking
the rat person.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
this thing. Hold on. Shut up.
Shredder.
No, shut up.
Ghostbusters.
Michelangelo.
These.
Mike- Da Vinci.
These things.
Black
this thing?
Spades.
See the head of that thing?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Possum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what that looks like. Possum.
Yeah. You ever seen a possum
Yeah.
before?
Yeah, you ever seen? Oh, you ever seen a duck?
What possum looks like that?
The one that's been in trash for a long time, and he's all fucked
No,
up. He's
that's
doing
okay,
great.
his head wasn't metal. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that was the shape of its fucking head. Kind of like that. And it didn't have a long tail. It had like a short, bushy tail.
Dude, they were filming a Judas Priest music video or something. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I saw it. I know I saw it. Wasn't even high. That's not true.
Okay.
But that's not true. No one believed it. But
It's like a congressman just working lies just in and out of his mouth. He was like, was not high. I was high. She was 18. I want to say that
it was
now.
18.
It wasn't a possum. I'm telling you, it wasn't a possum.
It wasn't a possum. Whatever. Shannon, have my back.
I can't really defend this sighting of yours. However, to go back to what Neil said before about the research and about, if you freak yourself out and experiences that you have in that, I understand if you're going out seeking to have the experience. However, on my show, I have had hundreds of people come on and tell their own personal accounts. And these are not people, unless it's like a paranormal investigator, but these aren't people going out to seek these experiences. These are people that these crazy things have just happened to them. And it's like people like these, like all of the Philly guys, like Tim Butterly and Mike Rainey and all of them. Yeah. These are all people that like kind of hate to admit that they had something crazy happen to them, but it has. So I just feel like there is, and it doesn't have to be paranormal necessarily. It's just something like outside of what we are used to and don't completely understand yet. It doesn't have to necessarily be like hokey. I do believe that there is stuff that we don't completely understand and can't measure.
Neil, you've never had anything in your life ever where you were like, that was weird, and you couldn't explain it.
I told you, I searched. It's not that I couldn't explain. All the explanations were all there. It's all again.
So coming no?
I would say no, especially because I was the one searching for them. Searching. I was putting myself in examples. I was also there's multiple examples of or places I've gone where I've been like, right, yeah, someone's been murdered here, whatever. But once you start just understanding peripheral vision and how easily fooled it is, especially I lived out on a farm, pitch blackness is something that you get used to. And then once your eyes are adjusted, you start realizing like, oh, right, I can barely see. Like anything that moves, twinkles, a touch of light that hits over here and then hits a shine over here, you will perceive. And you're like, whoa, what's going on? Then all of a sudden your lizard brain goes up, the hairs on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Now we're in fight or flight mode. So now we're going to perceive whatever. We just want to get the fuck out of there. So, again, I'm looking for it. I love it. I love horror. I love all this.
Yeah.
Shannon loves horror, like all that stuff. So I'm the one who wants to have any evidence. Like I'm like, hey, absolutely. So I'm out there. I'll look. I'll go into a fucking Irish castle and sit under there and play with my balls until I see a ghost or whatever. You know what I mean? I'll do whatever I need to.
Prerequisite for ghost hunting.
I don't know how you guys do your paranormal shit in your way. I do it in my way.
All right, fair.
All right.
Fair.
All right.
The craziest thing that happened to me, and I feel you. Like I think it was peripheral vision and all that kind of stuff. I was 5 years old. I was locked out of my house. My father, maybe between 5 and 7. I was hanging out with my cousins.
So 6?
Baseball. Yeah, I was 24. So my cousins were older, and we were leaving a baseball field that was near my place, and they ran into the house and they locked the main gate, and I didn't know how to open it. I got paranoid. I got crazy. So I ran to my father, who I knew worked at a hospital a block away. So I'm running to the hospital, and I go to cross the street, and something throws me, and I fall on the other side. A car is about to hit me, and I get flung to the other side of the street. Right. Now, I could have tripped. I could have done whatever. My family to this day is like, it was your grandfather, your guardian angel. It was your guardian angel. He lifted you and he threw you. I swear to God, I was going to get the guy he went on his brakes and his horn and everything. And at that moment, my uncle saw the whole thing. And he was like, you jumped. He was like, you fucking jumped. And I was like, no, I didn't jump. I didn't do anything. I didn't see that car. I don't know how I ended up over here. So half my family is like, it was Papa. He came from the sky.
He came back from the old country to save you. Hey.
He came from Chicadera and he grabbed you. And then my uncle who was like, no, you fat fuck, you fell down. I saw the whole thing. You're fine. But I'm telling you, it was like one of those core memories. I didn't trip. I remember just being like lifted. But I don't want to believe that an angel picked me up. I mean, it's cool, But then that means every time I touch myself, my grandma might be looking at me or something, and it
I
feels weird.
occasionally still think about that.
All the time. When my grandma passed away, I didn't masturbate for 7
Like, what
months.
if that is real? And
I
it's
couldn't-
like, dude, slow it down. Like, what are you doing?
I'm nervous, dude. If my mom dies, that's it. I'm deleting Pornhub.
Oh, I'll never have sex again.
Yeah, it's so
I'll just
weird,
stop.
man. Are they watching us?
Right. Shan, how did you get into this? How did you, well, because that's Mike's kind of like first thing. Did you have like a thing when you were younger and stuff that got you immediately hooked in to see something or?
No, I mean, I've had like a couple of like weird things that I can't personally explain. I mean, I'm sure maybe there could be an explanation, but they freaked me out in the moment, but nothing as a child. I mean, I grew up like Roman Catholic from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. And, so there wasn't like, I don't even remember. Nothing happened as a kid. People didn't talk about ghosts as a kid. Right now, my grandmother, who is 94, I will sometimes bring it up to her. I'd be like, Grandma, like, have you ever seen a ghost? And she's like, no. She's like, we're not trying, like, we're not trying to like even get into that realm of things. Like we don't have to search for it. We're going to mind our own business kind of. So it's not a thing that was discussed in my family. I don't know where it came from. I just like to hear, it's kind of like the other segments on my show too, because I don't date, I don't fight, but I like to hear other people's stories about these things. So it's just like, I'm fascinated by it. And because I am kind of always wanting to have my own experience. So if there's like people that I feel like are reputable that come on the show and share their personal experiences, it just kind of like puts kind of like a tick in the column of maybe it's a possibility.
Gotcha. All right. That's pretty cool.
My grandmother told my mom when she passed away maybe like 5 years ago, and my mom told my family that right before she died, she looked up and told my mother that she saw St. Anthony. But then again, we're all Guidos, so this could be bullshit. Maybe she had too much fucking pasta.
It always seems like whoever's dying always sees exactly what they want to see in their religion and in the color of the people that they're from.
Okay,
can
I tell you, and this might be crazy all around, but this is just a story I heard second-handedly. So, Steph, my wife, she's a Catholic school teacher. One of her students had brain cancer, and it was really bad. Clap it up for brain cancer, guys. She had brain cancer, and
you guys are sponsored by brain cancer.
We are. We're trying. We're trying to be. We're trying to be. Promo code. Ow. Apparently, on her like deathbed, they had some bishop come in. Again, Roman Catholic, right? Some bishop come in. And again, this is just what I was told. The bishop said that he could see like saints above her bed, and he wrote down the saints. Okay. Then they asked her, "Hey, like she was trying to say like I see things, like I see people, like that." She was trying to communicate that. Yeah. And then this bishop would go like, "Do you see so and so?" She's like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, I don't see her." Like, and he didn't tell her who he saw. Again, this is all secondhand information. I'm just saying.
I understand.
He didn't tell her who he saw, but he just kept asking her questions. He's like, "Do you see so and so?" She's like, "No." He's like, "Do you see Joan of Arc?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's who I see too." Oh, everyone that he said that he saw, she also
Your Honor,
saw.
leading the witness. I want to say, Your Honor, leading the witness, Your Honor. It's a dying girl of leukemia, Your Honor.
Then she died. I don't know. So
I love it.
She sees the King of the North, Your Honor. She don't see anybody else. It's the King of the North.
Beyond the wall, the White Walkers. I'm just saying that's a weird story. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's fucked up that a bishop was talking to a dying child with brain cancer, being like, "Do you see them? Shut up, everyone. You have brain cancer. You're probably fucking, losing your fucking mind upstairs. Do you see the angels, man?"
But he saw the same things that the kids saw.
Yeah,
based on this story.
To lead a child.
No. The thing, no, he was just, in other words, apparently how this story. You like ice cream, right? No, apparently how the story went.
Joan of Arc, though. That is kind of weird, though, for a kid to see.
Oh, so she just saw female saints. Was the point of that story? That's the point of the story. She just saw female saints.
Oh God!
Well, he mentioned a bunch of different people, and she only said the ones that he also saw. But again, he didn't lead on to that. He just mentioned a bunch of different saints. I don't know. Interesting.
I like to play devil's advocate, and I would like to also go back and fight against you again, Neil. That you said that it is
give him shit. He's a fucking...
that it's like silly that people usually tend to see what they expect to see when they die, who they expect to see when they die. But if we are to agree that there is an afterlife, maybe that is by design. Maybe they want people to feel comfortable while they're dying. And whether those saints and angels and all of that stuff, whether it exists or not, maybe they're like, well, this is what will make the person feel comfortable in the transition. So let's present this to make it a comfortable transition.
Totally. I get you. Yeah. I wish that was true for me.
That's the truth.
I mean, it is true for me. It's called dopamine. It's a chemical reaction in your brain that happens. We know, like my grandma. When my grandmom died, I have a picture of when my grandmom's in her chair. She's dying. Who's also Italian. She died in her chair. I don't know if that's an Italian thing, but I should say that she died in her chair, holding her.
Are you Italian? Hold on, we got to rock.
I know. It's the whole thing. Last name's Wood. So Italian. No. My dad fucked the Italian out of my mother. So it's completely
Me too.
Damn it. So yeah. So I get you. And there's like a shadow in the corner that I can easily explain. But when everyone else looks at it, they're like, right, isn't this lighting weird? I go like, yeah, man, if that's what makes you feel good.
No, for sure. But I get that. But again, it's not even that I necessarily believe in this shit. I'm just saying, though, if you have a guy write down a bunch of people.
Well, you do.
Not really.
You
I don't know.
You're talking about.
I did see a thing. That wasn't a spirit. That was a physical creature I saw. Fuck you.
I hate that you're holding on to this one thing because it really doesn't help my side of this.
I can't let it go. I know what I saw.
I know. No. I'm totally for it. It's just. Yeah, again, to your point, like I'm completely atheist in the whole situation. So I mean, yeah, afterlife is already. I'm like, I'm trying to give any people justification for like, hey man, this thing. But again, everything has like in my explanation of stuff a fair, which I know is a fucking absolute bummer. I mean, I find whimsy in all of it. I want to say that, but I'm also not like someone who like gets gratification from being fooled. Not that you're being fooled. Fuck. Sorry. I just mean like.
How dare you insult all of us here? You know what? Let's get him out of the podcast, guys.
It's a relief, though.
You guys have
it's a
simple
relief
brains.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It feels good to believe something in a sense. Like I admire people who believe, because I'm kind of on your side where I really don't know what to believe. I just think if you're good, and something good will happen. Yeah. Hopefully, I believe in dopamine and science and all that stuff. I respect people who don't believe in whatever.
Do you believe in dopamine?
Yeah, you have to believe in it. You have to.
Talk about dopamine.
If you don't, it doesn't work.
Oh fuck! I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
What did you just say?
What did you just say? You said you were believing in science and all that stuff too, and you just don't. You're not sure what is out there or what to believe, and you find credence in all of it. I believe what you were saying.
I had a point. It'll come back to me. Something about you being no, I had nothing to do with you. As I was saying it, I lost it.
Oh,
it was something about being an atheist.
No, Shannon, I'm a big atheist. I'm like a biological existence absolutely makes sense for me. Really, from biology up. I don't see. I come from Roman Catholic. Same thing. I came from all that, and I just saw over and over. Like I'm just tired of. I don't have belief. I don't have belief in anything.
Aliens created us, and we're from a different galaxy. Guys, come on.
I remember what I was going to say. It came back to me. Sorry. I respect that you believe in something because that's like a burden off your shoulder. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like a chip. Like you're so sure with something. You have faith. You don't have to think about that. Like I feel like
talking to that has faith in this group.
Well, I don't know. Nutter, you and Nutter.
I don't. As I got older, I was actually when I was younger, I was more on Neil's side, and as I got older, actually, I got more in the camp of I actually don't know anything, and I'm not sure to say. I think, and he'll argue with me on this. Well, he'll argue with me on this, but I think being atheist is just as silly as being a pro, completely militant Catholic. I think the truth is no one knows anything.
Okay, so you guys don't know. So here's the problem I've had. Since we have other people on this podcast, this will actually help. Let me settle this once and for all. Atheists don't have certainty about the non-existence of afterlife. Just to make that clear. Agnostics are horseshit. It's actually not a thing.
Well, it is.
Agnostics say they don't know. No. Agnostics say they don't know, which is what atheists are saying. First of all, but agnostics are trying to leave a little get out of jail free card for anyone who then jumps to crazy. You're like, we don't know. So it makes sense that there was a white Jesus. Like, no.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Adam, see
I'm not
again.
saying there's a white
Adam,
Jesus.
that's the
No
key
one
word.
said
He's
anything
a-
about you. No one. I'm not even
No,
talking about you.
I know.
Stop.
I understand that.
No.
I'm saying people who
What?
think like
You're
Shannon
stupid.
and I
Are you
are
guys in
kind
the
of.
same room, or are you looking at a wall pretending
I
to
know.
look at Adam?
Sorry, I know. I'm looking at
Certainty
you
is,
guys.
is what I'm jealous of. I wish I had a bit more certainty. So I'm sorry to assume if Nutter and Shannon, but it sounds like if you are so eager about ghosts and stuff that there's some sort of certainty. I don't know, some sort of clarity there.
We're just
Or, I
not
don't
we're just not scaredy pantses about it. And so like I am open if something shows itself, I am open. I'm not trying to close my eyes to it.
Sure.
Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to like investigate
it,
and
yeah.
figure it out if it exists. But also like we started to go over some footage from the ghost hunt. There are some things that happened. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal a
I know,
lot,
I'm excited.
but there was some stuff that happened that is like nobody in the room can figure out how or why that happened. There are other things. There are other things that as they're reviewing footage, they're sending to me and they're like, look at this thing. And I'm like, that's obviously this and this and that, or this thing is obviously this and this and that. So it's like, I am not fully biased on one side or the other. And I do like to play devil's advocate. If somebody thinks that they know 100% on one side or the other, I will take the other side of it.
Sure.
Just because like they're, like what you said, Adam, it's just, if you think that you know something 100%, I feel like that is silly.
Yeah.
So I'm just open to it. And I like to kind of play the other side of it.
I hope God is real and you die, Neil, and you go out and you're like, God
That
damn
would
it.
be that would be great. Let me tell you that. If I die and there's a hell, I'm gonna be like, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be because again, I thought nothing. Because I'm like,
Fair.
there's no, so I'm like, now there's something, whatever, pain. All right, let's get into here. Let's get into the fire and have some fun. Like, I don't give a shit. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Hell is just an open mic. You're
What
like,
is
all right,
it?
I can do
I'm not
this. I
trying
can
to do
this.
that. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know me doing shitty jokes right now. No, but I am serious. Like I would, because think about it this way. That means that I'm not going to change my life. Like I'm not going to change my life and live according to the hell you're talking about. What are you out of your mind?
No, that would be hilarious
No.
though if hell was an open mic. Like that, it's an eternal open mic that you have to sit through.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I'm Christian right now. I'm Christian right
That's
now.
so crazy to think that you would go to hell. Like, we're all good people. Like, there's no way we can go to hell. Like, if it's that critical.
You mean the
that
four of us or the people in general? Because there's
All
pedophiles
four
and
of
murderers,
us.
Mike.
Four of us and all the good viewers, all the happy viewers. Like, that would be crazy if God is like, you're going to hell because
Yeah, I agree.
you ate meat on Good Friday.
No,
or
I
something
totally agree.
crazy like that. You'd be like, really? Like, this is sick.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me think that it can't be that strict, like the way a lot of these religions try to tell you. Oh, you can't fucking read. Women can't read, and stuff like that. It's just it's hard to believe any of it, man. So if I was to see something, then it opens the door for everything, and I'd be overwhelmed,
For sure.
Oh, I'm open.
You want to do plugs real quick?
Definitely. I'm
Yeah,
open to
let's
plugs.
do. Are you open to plugs?
Leaving it.
Find you.
Who's plugging first?
You're broken up, Adam. Your mic is
All right.
breaking up. Just to give you a heads up, I'm gonna plug first while Adam adjusts his mic. I am neilwood.com. Go there. Some dates. You'll see 2 dates that are probably up because we had shows and stuff. I have to pull those down and put you up new dates. Don't ask why I didn't do that today. Shut up. But I am neilwood.com. Go there for all this stuff. I mean, some of the upcoming stuff that we have every month is going to be coming up. We're back at the Pop-In October 8th. So come out. We got a great lineup. Actually, 2 of the people, one of the person that we were just talking about is on the show. So Brian Six will be on the show, which is awesome. Brian Fennell and John Del Calo, an awesome lineup out in Chalfont, PA. We've got some cool shows coming for right in Girard Ave in Philly at Myers Brewing Company coming up, put on by Garrett Monaco. So you can go check out those very soon for October. And Adam, what you got coming up, baby boy?
Follow me on Instagram at Adam Nutter. Go follow this Twitter account. It's totally not me. At Tattooed Comic. That's not me. Go follow that account though. It's not me. And then go check out the Porcupine YouTube.com/Adam Nutter, please. And October 21st, 22nd, I'll be in Orlando, Florida. Tickets will be available on droptent.com/event soon. I get the link.
Yeah, thanks to everybody that came out for Wissahickon and Pop In. We appreciate you. Awesome shows. The 9th and the 10th. I appreciate you. Mike, what you got going on?
Check out Young Guns at Robin Figs Young Guns on YouTube. Fucking subscribe, watch a video. Go to thestand.com, search my name. You'll see all my dates there. And at Comic Mike Figs on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you, boys.
Boom. Shannon.
Listen to my podcast, The Thing Is. Ding, we talk about bad dates, fighting, and ghosts. And stay tuned for the release of this paranormal investigation episode. We're aiming for the first week in October, but follow me on Instagram at ShannonLee6982 for updates on that and everything else about the show.
Boom.
Awesome.
Sweet.
You want to pull up
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon. Go follow our Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So drop10.com. Go to drop10.com and check out everything we have there. Let's do this quick so we can jump back into the podcast. Of course, you can check out our new merch. Well, why don't you do merch, bud? Because I actually did the work and
All right. I get it. You do the stuff and I just fucking do nothing. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts my feelings, actually. Yeah. You could go check out our new merch. We got those sleeveless shirts for you. I got some trash arms for you.
Yeah.
So if you want some trash arms, go over there and check out some options there for my sleeveless people who want to be like Adam. So it's new merch up. Check it out. Also for the Pop In and Cult of Us. That helps us out. We appreciate it a bunch. And of course, you can you good, bud? And
there
you go.
The sleeveless shirts.
Oh, yeah. Some sleeveless shirts, Apashons.
Boom.
All right. As requested by you animals. Okay, so of course, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Cult of Us. $1 tier is going to get you in the door, get you a bunch of extra content, video and audio. All right. $3 tier is gonna get you some sweet watch time. All right, we like to watch, especially the MMA fights. There's other stuff in there too to like to watch, but
the fights for this past weekend, we had the show, but apparently the Discord was popping off and watching the fights, so everybody had a good time.
Heck yeah! So that'll let you get in there. And I was feeling super tired after a bunch of shows, so I had to go home and immediately fall asleep. But it's awesome. Everyone gets in there, hangs out, and it's really cool. All right, $5 tier is Anna Gabrielle's tattoo tier. You get all the other stuff, and I'll send you a shirt. You just got to tell me your dimensions and all that kind of stuff. But every month you give us $5. Every other month, which I hope you probably didn't. Every other month we pull out a name, and that person gets a tattoo on Anna Gabrielle and on this podcast.
I was gonna do it next episode with that when we didn't have them here.
All good. So you do that. It's a great thing. She is an awesome tattoo artist. She's been at conventions and she's done Adam's work. She's not a shitty one. We're not trying to send you to someone who sucks. So full color tattoo, size of a softball, she said. So she's going to work with you. And it's really awesome. So $5 and it helps us out. So, all right, do it. And we appreciate you. Boom. There we go. Boom, out. Nice. No more pluggy plugs.
No more pluggy plugs.
Oh, I'm in ghost mode now. Damn it.
I know. I can't think of that. It's my goal now to find the best evidence ever and present it to you. I'm gonna break the mold of Reddit. I'm gonna try to go out there and do it.
I know you're not.
So let me ask you a question. What that Ghost Hunter show? Do you think that was a crock of shit?
Yeah.
Which Ghost Hunter show? There's about 7,000.
There was like a giant fucking meathead dude.
I mean, you're talking about the History Channel. The History Channel is history. So I want to just say that to you. Everything on the History Channel is factual. Mike.
I think it was History Channel. You know that douche guy that was like the main Ghost Hunter.
You're talking about like diners driving.
Guy Fieri? Yeah.
Listen, he's a saint and he's a real person and not dead. So I don't know what
he is a saint. He's super nice. How dare you?
You know, the one that hung himself. You know what I'm talking about.
Heroin guy?
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
You know, that Ghost Hunter guy.
Was he ghost hunting?
I don't know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I think it's Ghost Adventures. Zach Brand, something like Zach something.
What's the one that's just called Ghost Hunters?
No, it's Ghost Adventures. I think is with the douchebag, with the guy with the spiky hair that's always yelling at the ghost.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Zach something. Ghost Adventures.
Yes.
Yeah, Ghost Hunters is a similar thing though, where they're always what was that? And there's like all weird sounds. They're
ridiculous.
This is Ghost Adventures?
I believe so. It's Zach something. Ghost Adventures, I think, is the name of it. But I will say that, and not just because like I've had both of the hosts on my show, but Portals to Hell, which is on Discovery Plus, which is Zach Osborne and yeah.
Okay, nice.
Is it
The
these guys?
guy? No, it's not that guy. He was like a tall.
What's the other one called? Ghost Hunters?
jacked.
It's
Just
Zach something.
Ghost Hunters. Let me see. No, not that. That guy
I'm
looks
gonna
like he
type
sings for
Zach
Disturbed.
Ghost
No, not
Hunter.
him.
Yeah, Zach something.
Ghost Hunter.
It was like a dude, a tall German guy, spiky hair.
This guy? Jack Baggins.
That's
No,
it. That's it. That's his name 100%.
Hey, Mike, it has
Yeah?
to be. There's no
Hey, Mike.
way there's two Zachs who are ghost hunting.
Okay,
There
Mike-
happen to be
it's
No, no, no,
There's
hold on.
way.
Right.
Mike
no
was
way.
All the way to
dreaming.
the right,
Mike,
yeah.
were you dreaming? Was this a dream you had, buddy?
Yeah, my grandma. This is what my grandma saw before she croaked. No, it's that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach Baggins.
Is he a friend of yours or he's full of shit, Shanny?
Oh, he's not. No, he's not a friend of mine. I think he's
Oh,
full
he's
of
full of
shit.
shit.
Jack Osborne and Katrina Weidman. They have Portals to Hell, but she was also on Paranormal State, a couple of other ones, and
Nice.
I believe that they. Oh, look, see, they also know it in the chat.
Yeah.
But I believe like they go into it very open-minded, but also skeptically, and I feel like they are not out to really fool the audience any more than like production is like, we got to show a little something. But I really I feel like that's I appreciate the way that they go about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the ones you see on television now are just
Ridiculous.
the entire show is made inside of the editing bay.
Yeah.
There's not like nothing you're watching is it's like, oh, like that. Like none of that's directed. That's all. I mean, it is, but it's like in the editing, they're just kind of like, right. I mean, we're going to put this next to this. We're going to linger in here and then we're going to cut to commercial and blah, blah, blah. But I used to watch them all the time, Shane. I used to watch ghost documentaries like all the time. I loved it. Harmon, I kept trying to search for them. I loved the more extreme, the better. The more mediums they brought in, the better. You know what I mean? Of like the stories that it would go to. I love them. I really do.
Shannon, you're a horror movie person, right?
Yes.
Yes. Neil is too.
So we already have a proclivity. To
Yes,
this.
a proclivity of horror movies. So, all right, I like them. They're fine. I feel like though horror movies today, minus a few that we've talked about before, Neil, like the Darren Aronofsky, whatever type, suck. Right? Is that a general consensus in the horror movie community? Like the 80s and 90s were way better than today. Yeah.
Well, you
No?
feel like compared to slashers, like I thought Hereditary was pretty good. You
The
know, like
what?
Hereditary?
No, I said besides like that, there's a few that are like that's a good one. But like outside of the few gems that they put out nowadays, I feel like horror movies are they base all jump scares and like shitty.
True.
And it's like trash. Like I'd rather watch the first Halloween for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
not a slasher fan.
You're more just
but-
like straight horror.
yeah. And there
Paranormal.
are certain things that will freak me out. So it's like Zach Amico from Gas
Yeah.
Digital Network. He suggested this newer one. It's called The Sadness. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Yeah, I heard of it. I
Yeah,
heard
me
of it.
too.
And
Korean,
he
right?
was some
Or
some
Filipino? Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
It's
one
over
of
there.
those. Yeah.
It's on the east.
But he was like, this movie disturbed him, and when he said that to me, I was so excited.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
I
great.
cannot wait to watch this.
So if it deserves Zach, it must be.
Oh yeah.
But we have like a different opinion on like what freaks us out. And I realized that after watching it, to me, I was like, I mean, I get it. Like there's like crazy gore and whatever. But I mean, I watched it by myself before I went to sleep, but then I just like turned it off and went to sleep. Nothing stayed with me. For me, I feel like I have to be like scarred by the movie for a month afterwards for me to consider it to be a scary movie.
What was the movie that you saw that falls in that category? Like
So
recently.
well, I don't know. This isn't recent though,
Okay,
but like
sure.
Paranormal Activity, the first one.
That was
The
great. I liked
first
the first
one.
one.
Yeah, because you didn't know if
First
it was real. I had to Google it
Oh,
and
I
find
didn't.
out if this.
Oh.
You know, I had to find out if it was real.
I didn't think it was real.
No one did. Only
I was
Figs did.
convinced. I was like, Mom, turn on the gateway computer. I gotta go on the internet.
The Dell. I gotta
Put on the
boot
Dell.
up- Gotta boot
Mom,
up
did you
AOL.
hear? The ghosts are real. Yeah, it's undeniable. They have to be real.
Mom, they got chicken feet. Put powder on the floor.
Yeah.
We're
It
gonna
was
find- we're gonna
Grandpa
catch
who
some.
saved me from that car. It
Felix
was.
is outside of his
Papa.
room just fucking wasting all the baby powder. He's like, no, the fucking documentary.
Ma! I was like, this can't be real, but I had to just like go on my phone quickly and like double check because Paranormal Activity was wild.
It was
That's
good.
great.
And you know what? I mean, obviously, this is nothing new, but like the way they filmed it was so fucking revolutionary at the time.
Yeah.
Right? There was no like found foot. Like there was a Blair Witch and stuff, but that was like wait. I mean, this is like you're seeing people get dragged across the fucking the floor and shit.
I hope someone made money off that film. Like those poor actors,
they crushed it.
Those two nobodies. I hope they made some money.
I think they did. I think they crushed it. But the other ones are fucking trash.
They're trash. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just those first two movies.
The
Like,
last
the first
one,
movie.
the last one, the last one that just came out. I'm sure. I wonder if Zach or what people. So I thought that was a nice little refreshing, like coming back into the.
Really, I gotta check it out.
Yeah. I thought that
was
was
it called?
nice. It was. It's the.
It was like the Amish one, right?
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
actually. Paranormal Activity. I can't remember.
Paranormal Activity. Yeah.
It was called Taking a Ghost of Cheese. I can't
Hold
remember. Yeah, it was really good. I would steer people towards X. And I love.
I want to see that. I heard it's good.
Very, very good.
Is it called Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension?
It might be.
Or Next of Kin?
Next of Kin
That
is the
sounds
one.
right.
I actually thought it reinvigorated the. I was like, all right, cool. They really substantiated it. Like they solidified a little bit harder and they cared more about it because they took stuff from The Rich and.
I never even knew this came out.
Yeah, I know because everyone just heard Paranormal Activity and was like dismissed it. I had, us and the people that like these kinds of movies, we kind of look to other some things, we read some shit or whatever. And you hear it, you're like, oh, I should check that out. Yeah, X was great. X was cool. If you're into like, it was a rekindling of it. It's got all like good kind of 1980s, 90s kind of feel in terms of like how they break it down. I think how it goes, but it knows what it's doing, and it's kind of bringing back new energy into it. I've said that
I
four
gotta check it
different
out.
ways. Check that one out. X, I loved. That
was Nope. Did you guys see Nope?
I did.
I wanted.
Nice sci-fi. That was fun. Yeah,
Was
I
it
mean that's.
fun?
What, yeah, I don't know. But Shannon, what did you think? Did you see any of these? Did you check any?
I
of
didn't.
these?
No,
I
I
got
didn't
you.
see that one either. Yeah, because I'm not excited. I don't get excited about
I know.
new ones because I feel like it's not going to really be scary. But it's
I
like
feel you.
also, like I said, it's like this like weird concoction of things that actually I find scary, and that like I'm trying to think like the Exorcism of Emily Rose, for example.
Sure.
Like when they do that like unnatural movement.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that freaks
Yes.
me out. Like that type
Yes.
of thing
Okay.
will get me. So it's like there's silly, like weird things. Also, Grave Encounters. I don't know if
Yeah.
either of you
I
ever
saw both
it.
of them.
Of course.
That really got me
Yeah,
because it's
those are
like
cool.
that's kind of like that's a psychological thing where I feel like it's everybody's worst nightmare. Like you said about hell being stuck in an open mic. It's kind of like being
Yeah.
stuck in something for eternity and like not realizing it and not being able to get out of it. Like that's like, I've had nightmares about that, about like being in hell and it's just like this repetitive loop. So like
Right.
that movie really got me.
Have
How
you
old
guys,
is that movie?
Yeah,
pretty
Grave
old.
Encounters.
Is it
is
like
a
mid
little
2000s, like little
Yeah.
like
Okay.
like
Well,
like
I gotta check it out.
tens or whatever? Fuck. Do you guys ever see VHS?
Yes.
Fucking
No. Heard about it.
Figs. Watch the first
I heard
one.
about it. My brother
First
watched
one's
it. He's-
great.
Yeah.
Second one's okay.
Figs.
Third one
Look,
was trash. I gotta watch
Figs-
the new one.
I'm convinced Figs is just he's a superstitious Italian. Just leave him alone. He's not gonna watch these. These bring bad juju. Mike, don't watch these. It's
You ever
gonna
see
bring
the
bad
Santa
juju.
Claus one with Tim Allen? That's a good
Yeah.
film. Honey, put on Jingle
That's a
All the
movie.
Way. It's
Yeah.
Christmas, goddammit. What are we doing?
Yeah. Fragile.
I want to hear about Turbo Man, not this fucking Grave Encounters.
This fucking ghost shit. No, I love I like a good found footage horror movie, which again I think there's only
Yeah,
a few
yeah,
far
yeah.
between.
I'm
That's why I love
picky.
the first VHS. I love the fucking first one. But
Blair
then
Witch
there's-
opened that door. Or Hostel
did.
has that kind of like feel.
Hostel was-
maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Hostel was more like I don't know. I felt
Saw.
like Hostel it was more Saw-y
Okay.
than anything else. But Saw was fun too. Saw was
You guys, yeah. Sorry,
It's
go ahead.
fun. It's not scary.
great. Yeah, you're right. It's not scary. But it was good and different when it first came out.
Good. Yes. Yeah.
The first Saw I thought was cool because it was different. It had that paranormal. Well, it wasn't as scary as Paranormal Activity, but because it was different and new, it was it was like whoa, engaging. You got to see Saw. Have you guys ever been to Vegas and you've done the Saw escape room?
No.
No, I would do that. I would
I would do
definitely
that.
It's sick. They took a warehouse and they literally copied the movie, and it's
Ooh.
really, really cool.
Hey, next time we're in
Anyways,
Vegas,
bad
we're doing that.
random. Yeah, you got to do it. It's not that expensive too, and it's in the middle of nowhere.
I would pay $100 for that.
It's awesome. They did a really good job. I highly recommend it.
I'm
Sorry.
in.
Damn, dude, that's fucking sick. Last time we were in Vegas, Neil almost got robbed.
Oh boy,
Yep, I did.
where were you?
I'm not.
Where-
I'm not telling the story again because I don't know why he does it.
Fremont Street. Where were you?
No, I was straight on the strip,
Luxor.
and it's stupid. I don't. You. How many times do we say this? Yeah,
A lot.
I
Funny.
haven't. I haven't. Maybe somebody called me from a car on the strip in the middle of the day, and I just, as a friendly guy, I was like, "Yeah, what's going on, dude? Like, how are you?" Like, he just called me, "Oh, come here, real quick." And I was like,
No,
hey, what's
come
going on? You
on.
need, what's up? You need something? You need a little thing? And
I had to
Adam's like,
grab him like a child.
Adam's ears like perked up. He's like, yo, yeah, don't go over near him.
Yeah, no, dude. You were
like,
like,
"He had
maybe he wants some
candy."
merch.
I'm just a friendly guy. He's probably just lost, you know. Is it? Well, Adam saw a black guy in a car. He went like, right, don't go
Wasn't
near
black, he was
him.
Mexican. Irrelevant.
The fact that you even remember shows me you're racist, which I knew immediately.
But this, you know that telling the full thing. The guy pulls up in the beatiest of beatier cars. It was like falling apart, and he goes, "Yo, I gotta ask you something. Come here," like that.
He's
And
in
then
need
you went,
of help,
"Okay."
Shannon.
It was like la da 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 da. I'm like, he was gonna put a gun into your chest.
I skipped over. I was like, well, let's see what I can help with you today. You know.
You're a nice guy, Neil.
I was like,
I'm
hey. So I grabbed Neil. I was like, "Hey, man, what's up? We can hear you from here." And he goes, "Nah, come here. I gotta tell you something." I went, "We're good."
We're good. We're good. Sorry.
And
Crook.
I'm like, why can't I go help this fellow? Why can I not assist this fellow with his needs? His car may need mending.
It clearly has a message for me.
Yeah.
Maybe he
It's
needs to
a
use my
side
phone.
quest.
Probably wants to look see what my wallet looks like. I got a new Ridge wallet. I'm sure. Oh.
Yeah.
That guy could have robbed Neil without ever pointing a gun at him. That's how gullible Neil is. He's
I'm
like,
like
"Can I see your wallet?" He's like, "Yeah, it's leather." He's like, "Thanks." He just drove away.
I'm like an elf in Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just kind of walk around. I'm, how you guys doing? You can't really fuck with me. I'm tall. It's fine. I'm not really worried.
Yeah, no, your tallness
That's-
can't stop a bullet.
Middle of the day in Vegas. I'm like, he pulls a gun. He pulls a gun. You know what I mean? No, I don't know.
It happens
So,
in
yeah.
Vegas, stays in Vegas, you know?
What happened? You get shot in the chest. It stays in your chest. It's all fun. I don't know. I have
Punch her.
positivity
Oh
in the
shit!
world.
Hold
What can
on,
I
hold
say?
on.
Oh, he's getting a call. He's calling. His mom's calling.
What are you getting a fucking call on your headset? You gotta
Yeah,
get
his mom's calling.
Yeah.
Dude, if you turn this off and go to Call of Duty immediately, you'll be a king. I will actually be like, yes, that's the
Oh wait,
correct. move.
Figs.
This one on.
Oh, perfect. Good. Yeah. Let's go sideways. let's go. Yeah, dude, this is what we needed. Let's go mobile view. We needed a mobile view. All right, we're back. No, there we go. Yep. All right.
Figs, do you play on Xbox or PlayStation?
Oh, why? Why?
Because I
is
want to play with them later.
this- How many? Say it off mic. What? Shannon, are we the only ones right now? What is happening? It's like,
They're
I
gonna talk
want to
about-
just ask him real quick. I'm sorry. We're just live on the internet. Mike, you play video games? You play
Are we
video
gonna talk
games,
about
Mike?
Pokemon again?
Oh, fucking Shannon.
Mike,
you know
pull
what
out
I
your
mean?
cards. Show these
God.
versions what's up.
God.
He's just frozen.
I totally get the whole thing about like,
I'll
but
pull him
I'm
out.
too
I'll get
much.
him back in when he's
I'm
back.
too much of a chaser of these movies, and I will tell you that I'll spend money on horror movies that they remind me of how much fun it is to get scared and stuff. So I still watch them all. I know you're right, because at the same thing I'll be like, yeah, this I have bought a movie for a couple bucks and like realized like, you got me on the trailer and turned it off. I get you, but I
Lamb.
have to watch them. I love it when a new one
Lamb.
comes out.
Did you see Lamb, Shannon?
Lamb was fun.
No.
That was worth it though. See again, Adam, she's not on the same kind of addiction train. She likes them, but they've got to prove her, which makes sense. Which I don't care.
That's why it's like that new one, that Sadness. I only watched it because it was like a recommendation from someone who I
Right.
trust there. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
Zach looks like he could be in the movie at any point, possibly. I don't. It's it's. Yeah, I mean, it would be racist given his eyes, but I mean, I'm sure it would be fine. Mike. I love you
Sorry, dude.
much. No, it's all good, dude. It's all good.
Dude, it's
I know.
brave encounters, dude. Somebody, I almost got. Some guy came pulled up with a car.
Oh shit!
He wanted to
You go over to him?
Apple Watch.
Hey, let me talk to you real quick.
Let me talk to you real quick.
No, are you on a podcast right now, dude? You want a podcast? Oh man. I don't know what. Wait, is anyone? I've never been. I'm. All right, I did get jumped once, but that was once and I was young. All right, I since then I have not been jumped, so I've been very blessed in that way. You could have.
No.
That could have broke my streak, buddy. What are you thinking?
I know Shannon's never been in a fight, correct?
great.
And then Figs.
No, that's not true.
No, that's
Oh, I
Shannon's
thought
been in a
you
fight.
weren't in a fight. I'm sorry.
Oh, she says
Yep.
she doesn't fight, as in like official fighting.
Yes,
She has been in a fight.
No, I meant like yeah, that's what I meant. I meant like a scrap, like in the street. Like when's the last scrap you got into?
I was like 16. But now, are we just going through all of the segments on my show now?
No,
Or
I
is
was
it what's
curious.
happening?
Adam's
I was
like,
curious. I used to fight. I was curious.
Yes, I have.
I never asked you on your show. That's why I never asked you. I was curious about your fighting because I usually, if you ask people, you have like a story of just like I got fucking tuned up or I beat the shit out of some guy X amount of years ago. Now I want everybody's story. That's I just never heard your story.
I get you, dude. That's all.
I'm sorry.
fine. It's all right.
Yeah.
She's like, listen, guys, I get it. I have a great podcast. Stop talking about it. We're on your podcast. Mike Figs is tying his shoes again and again, trying to figure out something, and we're trying to figure out what to do. I want to talk about Young Guns, but I'm waiting to see if Mike or what's going on. Now we've got telemarketing. How can we help you? yeah. Sideways. Mike, I know, I feel you, buddy. I hate tech issues in the middle of it. Shannon, we're gonna keep going to it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. He's having tech issues. It is what it is. I'm waiting for him to just be like, watch Young Guns, check out Young Guns, and then just turn it off.
His connections for sure are all fucked up, and he changed headsets 3 times in the last 20 seconds.
It's tough.
He's a fucking mess.
Is this the connection they give in Brooklyn? That's tough, man. Why is it so hard in Brooklyn to get in? Or Bronx?
yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I've seen the rumble down there. It's
Dude, I just
bad.
watched a video of in the Bronx. It was from the Bronx. This dude gets out of the car and just gets jumped by like 20 people. Fucking, they don't fuck around up there, dude. They do not fuck around up there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's weird now that my parents also like left Staten Island. Like, it's like all my connections to New York are just like going. It's like no reason to go back there anymore. It's weird, especially like I don't know. Your parents live in Jersey. Your mom still lives in Jersey and shit. Like, so you still have like, a connection to like your home place. I feel like it's gone now. It's weird. I know it's not, but like I feel like
It's not a terrible thing though to like lose your connection to here. It kind of sucks here.
It's a
No, I know that. I
transient.
grew
It's a
up there.
transient city. I don't feel like any family like. Families eventually need to leave New York City. Like eventually your family goes like, we can't fucking do this anymore. And then someone leaves and they start a whole new family. Like, yeah, we're from New York originally. And that just goes off and then the other people die. And because
it's
they're
fair.
just ground down into dirt.
It's kind of it's like so expensive. Like I mean, my parents is from in South Shore of Staten Island. They bought that house in I think 98 for like $135,000 or $140,000. They sold it for $600,000.
Yeah.
Right. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Right.
That
And
is
those
fucking
people still
insane.
that they sold it to still need to live in Staten Island. Think about that.
Yes.
Yeah, Shannon, what made you go to Staten Island, not Jersey?
So it's like a bit of a story and I will try to like smush it together. But so I lived in Brooklyn and I have like a bug thing, like a bug phobia. Which Shaner and Six learned really quickly with me in the woods in a graveyard, trying to deal with the bugs. But so it's just like I lived in like a 3-story, like a 3-family, like walk up house, detached, which I feel better about living in a detached house. I feel like less of a chance of the bugs getting in. This is what I tell myself.
Okay.
And new families moved in. This like Indian family on the ground floor with 75 people living there in a 1-bedroom apartment moved in. And then bed bugs were introduced into the house. And as soon as my landlord told me that, I was like, well, there goes my whole life is going to change forever.
Right.
And then I had to find a new place to live quickly. So I stayed with my sister a little bit. And then a friend of mine was getting a divorce. And they had like this crash pad. So I lived out there and now it's like my whole family lives out here. And I've kind of just like jumped to whatever the next available open apartment is. And they just happen to always be in Staten Island.
Yeah, I mean, even when I was back there the other day, I was like, yo, traffic here is fucking crazy. Like I got so worse even from when I left 7 years ago. Like it is so, it's unlivable. Like, the prices, the traffic, it's too fucking congested. Yeah, you gotta get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of Staten Island. It's so expensive. I mean, but they made a killing. $600,000 off $100,000 house, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, my family is making the transition again now because it's usually like Brooklyn, Staten Island,
Yeah.
Jersey, Florida. So my family is now skipping Jersey and they're moving right over to Florida, and they're trying to make me go with them. But I don't know. I lived in Florida for a year. I lived in Miami for a year in like 2000, 2001 or 2002. And the bugs are crazy there. The bugs are a whole thing.
Right.
I can't
But
do it.
wait, do you do cold though?
That
You
would
live in New
freak
York,
me
so you
out.
have to be able to do cold. You should move to someplace cold. There's less bugs.
I also don't like, I am never happy in life. It's like there's 2 days a year that I'm happy, and they're coming soon. Like we're
you
almost
are an
there.
atheist then. Good job.
Shannon sounds like me. She's like, I'm afraid of bugs, and I hate the cold, and I hate the hot. Yeah, I am exactly you.
Yeah,
I
hate
hate
everything.
Figgies, scared of bugs, Figgies?
So the first time I got into a fight,
Picks
yeah,
up right where
you guys asking about fights, I think?
Nah,
Oh, dude,
we're
I'm terrified of bugs, man. I hate bugs, dude. I'm a pussy. Here's the truth. The truth is, if it flies, I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm afraid
Me
of
either.
anything that could fly or jump.
Dude, thank you. Anything that can fly and sting me, I will scream. I cried that one time that giant wasp flew in my house. I was like teared eyed. I was like, ah! I was like in the corner of my house. I fucking hate that shit, dude. I never got stung. I just tell people I'm allergic to bees because it's less embarrassing.
Dude, one time I was in front of a gas station when I was a kid. We were driving in Florida. I step outside the gas and I hear this buzzing on my ear. Like I was like stretching my legs because my dad would drive from New York, take the I-95 all the way down to Florida. So I'm like stretching, whatever. I hear this buzzing on my ear. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I look at my dad. I'm like, do you hear that noise? He smacks the shit out of me. It was a giant wasp near my ear, and my father crushed it on my face. The stinger went in my ear.
Right. Yeah, you don't do that.
No.
That's
Oh, no,
a
we're never going to
terrible-
hear the end of the story.
Nope.
And,
And he
and-
actually died as a child.
He was like, I got it. My dad was like, we got it. Good, you okay? I killed it. And I was like traumatized, like paralyzed in one side of my face. And ever since then, like when a fly goes by my ear, I'm just like triggered and like call my mom.
I do that too. Also, dads are great
Not a
at
problem.
doing
That's why
like
we drink.
dads are also great at like trying to be funny or do the right thing in the back front. I remember this so vividly. I was like 7, and my dad was he was like using Windex, and he went to close it and was joking around like to shoot me.
Yeah.
And he didn't close it and just sprayed Windex in my eyes.
You were Daredevil.
I was like, what the fuck? He's like, oh. And then like classic dad, he was like, oh, I guess it wasn't like checking the bottle like instead of saying sorry.
It's like, don't be a pussy.
It wasn't even that. It was like it's just
sport.
It was it was like Tajiri in like fucking WWE. No, it's like one of those things of like fucking. It wasn't even like you call me a pussy. You just like, oh, the bottle's fault. The bottle,
right?
like you pulled it, you dick. You didn't have to.
Oh, and then your father became a consultant on my big fat Greek wedding, and that became a whole situation, which is great. Why did I say that joke? I don't know why I went stupid. So shut up, everybody. Shut up, everybody. I'm in timeout. How dare you guys? Not scared of. I'll be startled by stuff. Like, of course. But I'm also like we've had a bat in my house. Not this house. I mean, yeah, when I lived in there, like farm area, like bats and stuff. I thought I was gonna be able to overcome the bat situation, but it's just you're just too worried about trying to grab it and it not bite you. Yeah, like it's just too. There's no good way. I was like, because there's like a story, like stories I've heard of like some people that come out to get bats and stuff. If they're just nested and they won't, some of them just won't. They'll be chill if you just walk up and you can just grab them and then just throw them outside.
Oh, fuck that.
But this one was panicked and freaking out. Yeah. So we had to like.
I've never seen a chill bat.
I know. They fly erratically. Like they're
really
I know.
Nice.
Their regular flight pattern looks like they're fucking on crack.
Yeah, they're horrifying, man.
In that story, we did blow weed at it. We blew weed at it. It chilled the fuck out. It hung upside down. Was like, whoa.
I did my cataracts, dude. Thank you.
Yeah. The bats, I still tried to overcome it, couldn't. So we ended up having to just like kind of capture it and something and then push it outside like you typically do. Spiders, whatever. I don't, I mean.
Well, because like Fix said, they can't get you unless like you get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't just fly to you. Like, so there's less of a threat there.
A spider, are you talking about?
Yeah.
A spider can fly to you? Okay.
No, they can't. They can't.
I'm saying spiders basically can because they just float on those webs and they can get you at any time and you just don't know it.
I don't like that now. I'm
Yes,
anti-spider
they
again.
suck.
They say the average human swallows 11 spiders.
No, I don't
No
want to
way
talk
that's
about
true.
this. Let's go back to
No
ghosts
way that's
now.
true. No, hold on. There's no way that's true. That's a myth.
I don't want to
That's
talk
what
about
they
it.
say. That's what
Who's
they
they?
say.
Who?
My
Spider
grandma.
enthusiast?
How about
Right
rats
before,
in New York?
right
Come
before
on.
she died,
Right?
she saw St. Anthony and she read a Snapple fact.
yeah. St. Anthony read a Snapple fact.
11 spiders. Oh my god, yeah. The spiders. I could kill a spider, but flying
But
water bug, man, those things are dead. Those things are bad.
You
don't
guys have to
expect
kill like mice all the time, though, right? Mice, rats, all that stuff all the time.
it in the Bronx. What do you mean? Just in
I don't know.
general?
I had to kill in Philly.
Oh, he's actually in Philly. I'm not. So he's
I know, I'm
actually
in
like
Philly.
in Philly.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering how bad the like rat and stuff problem is out where you guys. But in Philly at my job, I was the guy who had to kill mice with a
Trolley
hammer
work.
in my in my office, like in Old City in my
Yeah.
office. We had such a mouse problem, and they would only use glue traps.
Yeah.
So I was the guy in the office. I don't know why, but I had to do that. You guys had to ever just hammer a mouse?
I think all my years in Staten Island, I had to
Shannon's
kill
like, no.
I had to
what
kill
the
one
fuck
mouse.
is wrong with you?
And it wasn't even, one mouse in Staten Island ever, I think.
I
I
could
think-
never just like murder an animal though, but also I have cats, so I feel like that kind of like protects me from them. I just don't. If there was a mouse in here, I would just like go somewhere else. I would sleep somewhere else for the night and have somebody do it tomorrow.
No,
Right.
Shannon, you have
Yeah,
two
that's
actual murderers in you
Yes.
living with you that will
Yeah.
love to do it for you.
That's
Also
the
that,
number one gangster thing about a cat. It will fuck up a rodent for you.
murderers.
No
They're
issue.
murderers.
Yeah, that's
I say
right.
this stat all the time, but fucking cats kill in America alone, just in America, 3 billion birds and 20 billion like rodents.
Wow.
I know.
They're
We should have
crazy.
got an office cat. I get it. I get it. I wouldn't have to hammer
was
a
you.
mouse in the
Yes,
head.
you're the office cat.
You were the office cat.
Also, the
Douchey,
average-
unlikable, fucking unpersonable.
Oh shit, that is
The
me.
average human swallows 3 cats in their lifetime. I don't know if you guys know that. Just want to let you know that one too.
We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, we're going fucking overtime.
Holy shit, you guys
Sorry
have
about
been
the tech
amazing.
stuff, guys. My phone.
No,
it was-
Shannon-
it honestly made it funnier.
You've been awesome, Mike. You were barely here, so no. Everyone,
don't get off. We'll say goodbye to you guys off air.
Yeah. For the Cult of Us, Neil Wood, Adam Ryder. Thank you everybody for Mike Figs and Shannon Lee. Thank you. Check out their awesome shit later.
Peace.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.